Support for this episode is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with code BET. That's B-E-T, BET at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, that's about 16 million balls. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your goodies. So, get 20% off and free shipping with code BET at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with code BET at manscaped.com. Order today for free worldwide shipping and to help support me. And I thank you, Manscaped, for supporting our dream.
Hello friends, this episode of the podcast is sponsored by Hankey Law. Hankey Law likes solving your problems when they happen, but loves anticipating them so they don't. They provide real people with real solutions to help get your life moving forward. Hankey Law provides criminal defense, family law, personal injury, and civil law. Listen, the legal system can be intimidating and scary. If you find yourself in the legal system, it's important to have lawyers who can explain the process, navigate the legal system, and protect your rights. Hankey Law's experienced attorneys use their knowledge to skillfully defend their clients. Maybe your family is needing representation during a stressful or emotional event. Hankey Law can help. Hankey Law is comprised of Blake and Kelsey Hankey with a family of their own, so you can trust they understand the value of keeping the best interests of you, your finances, your future, and the long-term interests of your children in mind. If you are needing legal help in North Dakota or Minnesota, go to hankeyjustice.com or call 701-746-4529. Hankey Law, counselors and attorneys at law.
Everyone, welcome back. It's another fantastic week. My name is Jake. We are here and we are blessed to have some awesome content for us to laugh at today. So just quick update, a little bit of news. We have a new partnership, as I'm sure you've seen by my spamming. I'm sure I've been very annoying with how often I've been talking about it. But I don't care. It's my first national big brand. Well, not my first, but it's the first like everyone in my age knows this one, you know. It's not like it's Lufthansa Airlines. Love, and don't get me wrong, loved it. It's just it didn't really fit the market. This kind of fits my market a little better. So you can always go to manscaped.com, use promo code BET, as you already heard in the ad that I kind of forgot. I don't listen to the ads before I record this. I kind of forgot. You probably just heard, but that's in there. Another thing is that started up a new show again called How I Bet Your Mother. It's kind of like How I Met Your Mother, but How I Bet Your Mother. It's a sports betting podcast, and it's super fun. It's mostly based on like UFC, fighting-based things, NFL, hockey, like the bigger name sports. We don't do a whole lot of like some people kind of bet on really weird, obscure things here in Vegas, I suppose. So I guess I mean that we're not going to be doing that. We're just doing kind of topical things, mostly UFC. It's kind of the biggest sports betting thing that happens in this area of town, at least in Las Vegas. So, and obviously I have a Patreon for me too. If you ever want to support me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/JakeRiderComedy. So that's always a cool thing, you know, get to hang out there. So I'll wrap it up with the news there. I can't stick around for too long today. It's kind of a busy day. Good Lord, it's been It's been a busy one, but that's kind of the fun of it. You know what I mean? Like getting back into the swing of things. COVID's kind of officially gone, according to every. You can't even say that it's a government thing anymore. That's even over. So now that COVID's gone, there's not. Everything's starting to spool up again. Did some scenes. Did a shoot the other day. It's just it's there's no COVID testing anymore at the sets. It's fantastic. It's fun. It's nice to be around everyone again and just enjoy our time. Like it's fantastic. So it's fun to get back into the swing of everything and have like a weekly schedule again, just for me too. Like not having to adhere to like some random job that hates me. I get to work for me, and I think that's something that I've worked a long time to try to get to, and I'm happy. It's very cool to say that. It's just is. And look, my teeth are getting so much whiter. For people listening, I've been using these whitening strips, and then my brother showed me this toothpaste that you can get with like hydrogen peroxide in it, like 7% hydrogen peroxide. Just like bleaches your mouth. It's fantastic. If Kim Kardashian can bleach her asshole, I can bleach my teeth. Okay, that is a fair trade-off, and I don't see how it's any different personally. My way is much cheaper. I just go get some toothpaste. She's got to go see probably like a dermatologist. Who does that? I don't even know who would do that. Let me Google it. Who I would go on along with you, but I don't know what the hell I'm going to come up with when I Google this, so I don't want to get myself kicked off of every stream on demand. What is the name of someone who bleaches someone's butthole? It's called anal bleaching. My bad. And you can actually get it. What? You can get an at-home anal bleaching. That's cool. I mean, there's obviously a doctor here that does some anal bleaches. What's her name here? Let's take a look. Dr. Kaado, Kaado. If you have hemorrhoids, you'll want to address those first and foremost. Thank you, Dr. Kaado. Appreciate it. Her name, another one, Dr. Zuri Murrell, is a colorectal and general surgeon who performs anal bleaching. Sounds like we're in good hands. It sounds like we're in good hands here with these folks. I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. Everyone seems like, a couple side effects. Let's see. Scarring, burning, thinning skin, fissures, skin ulcers, permanent discoloration. But fuck it, right? Working at McDonald's, you probably had more burns on your hands from the deep fryers. I've never worked there, but I'm assuming you get burns from deep fryers. I have a deep fryer, but I don't have any fluid for it. I think you use like olive oil, and but I don't have enough olive oil to fill it up with. I only have enough for little pans to when you make. So I don't know how I'm gonna. But either way, way off topic here. I don't know how we got from anal bleaching to my cooking stuff, but that's where we're at. Let's move on to the next topic here. There's some funny stories that I think I like to discuss. I came up with a couple this week. This one here. Titled "Woman Alive in Jeep When Police Came to Get It Out of the Water." That's gonna be fun. Let's take a look here from NPR. We've got here. We'll pull it up on screen. All right. Police came to pull a Jeep out of a lake. They found a woman inside, alive. Okay, look at this. For people who are listening, there is a Jeep, out in it looks like a huge lake. And they said that there's someone still in it alive when they pulled it out of the water. It says a call from a fisherman who said it looked like a black Jeep virtually submerged not long after the tow truck came. And they said, I don't know how long it's been in the water, blah, blah, blah. Took a while. Get out of here. 40 feet from the water in Woody's camp boat ramp, the fisherman who called the authorities using his boat to help tow. They saw the woman. How long was she in there? She was listed as a missing person. She was reported hours. Okay, so at least it wasn't like she was only. So she was reported hours earlier. So she must have been. It must have been like a whole day at the most. Which that sounds awful. Look where she would be. Look at this. She's like. It looks like a forgotten corner of Florida. Where was this? Where's Marion County? Texas. It's the Republican Florida. Same thing. Wait, is Florida Republican? I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, that's some crazy stuff. So that's a cool story to know about today. Let's look up what our next awesome story. Oh, Cape Cobra in a cockpit in a South African plane. Now that is something I can get behind looking at. A South African plane. He felt a slither of a venomous snake in the cockpit, then turned the plane around. And this was only like a week ago. About a week. Okay. I can't. It's impossible. I'll stop. This guy's wearing a tailor-made hat, so you know he plays golf. Or just watches it. Missing the point. As I looked to my left and looked down, I could see the head of the snake receding back under my seat, says pilot Rudolph Erasmus. At which point there was a moment of stunned silence, to be completely brutally honest. He was brutal about his honesty. He was ready to rip a fucking phone book in half with how honest he was about to get with us, and I'm thankful for him for that. Thank you, Rudy, if I may. He looks more like a Rudy type guy. It was in Johannesburg, which is, I think like where apartheid was born. So that's good. Of all things to go wrong midair in the cockpit, finding a venomous snake under the pilot's seat must surely be one of the worst scenarios. As a pilot, can confirm. I'd crash and they'd be like, what happened? They'd find the snake burnt to a crisp. They'd be like, oh, we know what fucking... Or I'd send out like a mayday. I'm going to stop saying for someone from the FAA is like, you better not. I was about to talk about squawk codes. And I'll just stop before I get to it. That's a scary look. If that thing comes up to you, even if you're driving in a car on the freeway, you're going to wreck the car. It's over. It's over. It might be safer to be in an airplane at that point. Because you can kind of like, you know what I mean? Drop 100 feet. Just try to move around a little bit. You got some time. You can talk to someone. You can be like, Tower, this is, Sue-17. If you could go ahead and get a reptilian specialist up there to talk me down. I've got a species of highly venomous snake in the cockpit. And then the, controllers would start recording immediately and give you a number to call when you land. Let's see. An earlier version misspelled his name. Okay, so there's not a big correction here. It looks like there's just a sake. There was passengers on board. I feel way worse about saying that I would just crash it then, because I feel like, and especially if you're in the situation, you're in the plane, you're like, I'm not crashing. I'm in the plane. I'm in it. Like obvious. You want me to crash? No. No, I don't think so. Okay, let's take a look. We have someone with dolphin luggage. Dolphin skull in her luggage. Dolphin skull. A dolphin skull in your luggage. That might be the one that really takes the cake here. In Detroit. Oh, that makes sense. When the fuck did dolphins get to Detroit? Is there a zoo up there? Let me look. Is there a place where you can see dolphins? Look at all these places. Everyone wants to find a dolphin. In Los Angeles, San Diego, California, Myrtle Beach, Florida, Galveston. Everyone wants to see a dolphin. But we're looking in Detroit. Top 10 swimming places. That's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for the Dolphins game there. Nope. I would have to say there's probably not. An Indianapolis Zoo would be the closest, it looks like. Or you get on the Princess River boat in Detroit. Something tells me you get on that boat, you're not getting off. I don't know. Something tells me that that's your last trip. The skull of a young dolphin was found in a piece of luggage last week, according to U.S. Customs and Border Patrol protection. It's protection. Is it really? U.S. border. It's protection? Why does everyone say Border Patrol when it's not Border Patrol? It's protection. It says right here protection. Okay, well, that's... I feel like I didn't need to know. I don't know, that's odd to me. Are we done talking about the damn spy balloon, by the way, from China? We get it. The balloon was... Yeah, we got it. It sucks, but we shot the bitch down. China has, like, you know, they have some shit. They have satellites, too, and they probably were just eavesdropping on radio communications with this, and probably were doing this just to see what we would do about it. That's probably what would happen. Honestly, I don't think they were doing much more than just being like, how will they respond? Like, I think it's just so distrust in the American public to think that our government didn't do the right thing to handle it, which I don't know. I don't know the classified material on it. I don't know what happened. I was never in the situation room, and neither was anyone listening to this fucking podcast. So, I don't know. I'm done listening to everyone's 2 cents about the Chinese spy balloon because no one knows, and that includes me. So you should just tell me to fuck off next time you talk to me, too. Alright. You're like, I'm not going to tell you that. Well, you know, it's your chance. Be worth it. It's kind of fun. We have woman was arrested for killing her terminally ill husband in a Florida hospital. The reason why I sometimes don't show it right away is because I never know. These are some submitted articles to me, so I never know really if it's gonna be like one of those like, oh, see who's your dick instead. So I don't want to show it. I don't want to get pulled off of YouTube and Twitch, and then also I'm just not interested. So a woman was arrested for killing her terminally ill husband at her Florida. That's commitment. I guarantee you. He was like. She could be charged for first-degree murder, arrested for killing. A pact. See, they made a pact. I knew it, because if I was I'd be like, listen, if I'm ever in the hospital and I don't know how to wipe my own ass, and you go, hey, honey, and I go, pull the plug, man. I'm costing you money, right? I'm breathing oxygen that someone else should be breathing. Okay, I'm eating food that's expensive to buy. Okay, I'm getting drips of fluid. At that point, I'm surviving for other people around me to like be like, oh, we're so thankful he's still alive. That's what I basically would still be alive. So like, I'd have the same pact. I'd be like, no, what you should do is just kind of pull the plugs out. Apparently, if he became terminally ill, they had a conversation about it and actually planned this conversation about 3 weeks ago. And if he continued to take a turn for the worse, that he wanted her to end this. Said Daytona Beach Police Chief Jakari Young at a press conference about a shooting. That is a hell of a way. Bitch, you could have put a pillow over his face. Could have pulled some plugs. There's a lot of ways you could have handled this instead of using a gun in a hospital. That's hardcore, dude. Shot her 77-year-old husband in the fucking head. Hostage negotiators spoke with the woman until 3 p.m. when they were able to take her into custody using a flashbang grenade to distract her. Something tells me that it did a little more than distract the 76-year-old woman. A flashbang? Imagine getting a flashbang thrown at you, and then imagine that it's your grandmother getting a flashbang. You think that thing's gonna fucking pop her eardrums, blind her immediately? It's gonna be like the dudes who saw the nuke in Hiroshima from like 10 feet away. There's no way that she'd fucking... Distraction? That bitch was on the ground she was crying. She was... You know. I want to see that footage. There's got to be chest cam footage. I want to see it. That sounds fun. I mean, sorry. It sounds like a horrible situation for all parties involved. That's the right thing to say for whoever might book me in the future. They were in a depressed state. Yeah, I'm sure. I think originally the plan was suicide, murder. Sorry, murder-suicide. So she killed him and she was going to turn her gun on herself but couldn't go through with it. Don't blame her. It sounds like a hard thing to do. She'll be transported to county jail. This is apparently, unfortunately, common, according to the police chief. So that's a not very fun one, whoever sent me that. Thanks for doing that. And our last one, we're ending on a good high note here. This is a good final story. keep everyone's spirits up here. An airline worker died after being, quote, ingested into the engine, end quote, of a plane, says the NTSB. So that's that's like a cartoon, you know. Let's see. An airline worker died after being ingested into the engine of an American Airlines Embraer aircraft. So it's not even, that's shitty. It's not even a good aircraft. At least, you know, at least go out in a 747 or something dope like that. Let's see. I'm a pilot too. I would be very pissed if I got sucked into an engine or walked into a prop or something. I'm telling you, people say like, pardon me. And they're like, how do you walk into a prop? How do you? It is so loud out on the flight lines that like the sound of a spinning prop is common. Like you hear that all the time. And like before I became a pilot and flew a lot, like I didn't really understand that either. But like when you're on the flight line and you're like walking backwards and looking at the wings and you're looking at doing the pre-flight, if there's another plane right next to you, you better be fucking careful because that shit is not that far away. It's not that far away, you know. Especially at like flight school, they're pretty close. So that is our last feel-good story of the day. What we're gonna not feel good. It's just our last story of the day. Our last one, I'm gonna watch. Someone sent me a video of an old man falling off a ladder here while trying to fix a barn roof. I don't know what this is. Excuse me for just one moment here. And we are back. So sorry about that. So, had the delivery. I had to go grab some outside. Anyway, let's go take a look at this gentleman here. Just trying really hard to just be a man. Oh, you got it. Oh. Oh no. Watch. What are you trying to accomplish? Oh god, that's some good stuff, dude. That is some good shit. Oh man, that makes me laugh. Alrighty, well, thank you again for joining us today. Well, me, not us. If you're a fan of what you heard today here, please subscribe, download, and rate the show. We appreciate the feedback, and I will see you all. I'm going to try to be here next week. Obviously, you know my excellent schedule keeping abilities, so I will keep you updated on that. But, yeah, I guess I will be seeing you later.